All right, I finally finished episode 8 of season 2 of Mo, and I got to give more of my thoughts on this series because damn, I didn't expect to drop a tear in this show. And guys, you know the vibes. Before I get started this review, please like, comment, follow this TikTok page, and hey, if you've seen a couple reviews already, you might as well by subscribing to that YouTube channel. Link in bio. Okay, to me, season 2 is really like a journey in itself of the story, and we have two big things occurring. Mo gets stuck in Mexico for like 3 to 6 months. From season 1 to season 2, he finally finds a business lane, the olive oil stuff business he kind of wants to build himself. He gets stuck in Mexico, turns into just being a stranded immigrant or deported immigrant in Mexico for like up to 6 months, and then had to bust his butt just to get back across the border. My man was stranded. He had to start a business making falafel tacos, which probably sounds really good to be honest. But this part of the story to me is an example of finding yourself. Season 1, he's a complete screw up. I mean, he still is in season 2, but this period away out of the US really gave him perspective. I think it gave him a level of humility as well, which I love about this story. And I say that because I feel like the story is just super relatable to anyone in their 30s, trying to figure life out, not really sure where you're going. Granted, there's a lot of cultural aspects in this show that you have to salute. It gives you so much perspective of why it's so important to know yourself culturally. I also think this plays into a big factor too in season 2. He didn't know himself culturally enough either. Because then guys like him and his mother then travel, his mom and his brother then travel to Palestine for the first time in like 30 years, I think it was. And it's such a beautiful trip in itself. But a lot of that trip for Mo, in my opinion, was self-discovery, understanding who his father was, understanding where you come from, and something that every person in this world should take pride in. One of my sidebar gripes, it's not like a big thing, but a small thing nonetheless. I really wish we would have got more with the mom and the oldest daughter. I feel like every time she came on screen, she gave you so much more perspective and depth into this family and more character driving. So I definitely would have liked that. I wish we'd have saw it in season 3. Speaking of season 3, some of you guys in the comments have told me that it was canceled after season 3, and I think I could kind of see why. Because this show is amazing and funny, and it'll make you tear jerk, but culturally, I feel like it might shake up certain people in this country because it touches on topics that's very uncomfortable for some people in this country. And when I say this country to my followers around the world, I'm talking about, yes, America. You know, as a person of color in America, I will be real with you. I feel in the last few years, there's the topic of Palestine and things in Gaza. Sometimes there's so much going on in America where I wasn't always most knowledgeable and understood it. I feel like culturally, I just didn't get the war. But I feel this TV show gave me so much more light and perspective to this battle. And this is giving you like everyone has their own story, and I feel like that's where I could see it getting canceled, unfortunately, because sometimes no one wants to hear POVs, but this show does an amazing job of giving a POV through this culture. But I digress. I can go on forever about this show. I love Mo. Guys, I highly recommend this series. Man, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have seen this series, which was your favorite episode out of season 2? I'm going with the trip to Mexico for sure.